Big doings for the Olympic Development Program this past Memorial Day weekend with the national training and selection camps. Athletes from all over the nation competed to earn spots at 4 different camps divided among gender and grade level at 4 sites in Southern California, including Golden West College, Long Beach State, UC Irvine, and Newport Harbor High School.
Essentially what we're doing here is we've taken now the top players out of their regions across the country and brought them together for a weekend so that we can take the next step in the pipeline towards selecting teams to compete in international competition for our national team. So for example, what you're looking at here is the boys youth level, which is now we have about 70 players that we've whittled down from all the ODP regions and across the country.
Whether or not athletes that competed in this weekend of water polo moved on, there were still great benefits for all those involved.
For any athlete coming from their zone to take back the experience, to become an athlete that the coaches within that zone can rely on, to spread the techniques and the tactics that we're doing. The pipeline is set up so that they learn at the young age and they can hone those skills, and they're the same skills that will be in use when they reach our national team and compete internationally for the United States.
You're getting quite a bit. So if you're here and you're a player and you've been in and you're going to be here all weekend, you get a few things. Obviously, you get to compete against the best players in the country at your age level, which is probably the most important thing. Is you get to compete against those guys. 2, you get exposed to national team coaches, Coach Lynch and his staff here in the ODP system of play. They get exposed to that again at a higher level and are held a little bit more accountable to those things as we move on. 3rd, they get a chance to possibly get invited to the next camp again, which is going to be in June. So they get another opportunity to train again if they make the top 28 here, and then from that 28 they'll get a chance to compete for a chance to be one of 14 guys to go to Italy in July to compete in an international tournament.
Along with all of the action in the water, the ODP Summit for Coaches ran at the same time and allowed a great opportunity for coaches from various water polo areas the chance to improve and hone their craft.
The goal of this is to implement a national system of play and really solidify what that means. Are we teaching the same things across the country to all of our athletes who are playing water polo? And so, having all these coaches here is great, for a lot of reasons, right? The coaches get to take these things and go back and teach their regions, whether that's in Florida, the Northeast, or the Midwest, or the Southwest, and Northern California, Southern California. Everybody's doing the same thing on the same page, and they can take those things back. And we also get some coaching dialogues, which we don't have that many opportunities as water polo coaches to be in the same place together. So when we get together, there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of talking, a lot of really exchanging ideas and learning from each other. And that's one thing selfishly that I like. I learn a lot from being around these great coaches, and also we get to continue to have these dialogue and get better at what we do.
Of course, the athletes are the base of our whole program, but the coaches are the teachers, and they're here to learn from the head coaches, the national team coaches, and participate and really get a chance to ask a lot of the questions so they can take back to their areas a high level of confidence to teach. And once we start teaching in all the zones, we're going to have a great base of athletes across the country that will feed our national teams.